Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever you are, everybody. Josiah Johnson here. Holy cow, look how messy my hair is. I'm gonna need a haircut soon. It looked like I got bedhead. Oh, goodness gracious. And one of my figurines just fell. Let me pick them up. There we go. It's been a while since I've done videos like this. So this video, about 2 years ago, I told you guys about why I hate Dreamworks now. I despise making that video because I know I got some comments from the Dreamworks fans saying, "Oh, Dreamworks is not that bad, or it's better than Pixar," which I definitely disagree with that. Yeah, there were some comments and people reach out to me and telling their opinion, and I respect your opinion. But as of now, 2 years later, I think my opinion changed back to normal. So this video is definitely why I don't hate Dreamworks anymore and loving Dreamworks again. Which, thank God, I quickly made that decision like that. So after I made Beware of the Dreamworks Land, the plush film that I've done, I made the movie as a joke. Well, normally when I made the film, it was about replacing Woody Woodpecker with Dreamworks, and but it's more than that. It's more of I remember the video when Buzz and Woody were filming Toy Story 3. I think this was in a different video. I don't know if you can find it on YouTube or Daily Motion. I don't know if Daily Motion's still around. I'm sure it still is. I think there was a video of Woody and Buzz and Mr. Potato Head and Ham talking smack about DreamWorks and how their movies are just are such a rip off to Pixar. And I think that's one of the original inspirations to make the Beware of the Dreamworks Land, is people were just making videos about Pixar versus DreamWorks, DreamWorks versus Pixar, and so I made that movie because of that. And back in 2 years ago when I said I don't like DreamWorks anymore, yeah, because I Mr. Krabs that kicked Shrek out of the Bikini Bottom, and Rex just throwing Gloria and Melman out of the shot, and just and Sully kicking Poe from Kung Fu Panda right in the groinage. It was crazy to film, but it was funny. And the movies I mentioned, Shrek, Madagascar, and Kung Fu Panda, my opinions have changed. I do now love the Shrek movies and love the Madagascar movies and Kung Fu Panda, and Over the Hedge is another good one, and Flush Away, that's another good one too, and Rise of the Guardians. Yeah, Rise of the Guardians. The reason why, because of Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was in Flush Away and Rise of the Guardians. So that just made my opinion change, because I recently started to rewatch some DreamWorks scenes from the DreamWorks movies back when I was growing up, and just a few minutes ago I was watching Shrek 4, which unfortunately it shut down in Universal Studios Parks, which I regret celebrating it. Well, I did made a post about how sad I was, but then I took it down because I despise DreamWorks. This was 2 years ago, but out of all the things I said about DreamWorks, although I still hate Abominable, I still hate the Trolls, I still hate Teenage Kraken and Ants. To me, it's like a total ripoff of A Bug's Life. If you like Ants, I respect your opinion. It's kind of a cheesy film, but despite all that, I can forgive. I can forgive the Dreamworks characters. I can forgive everything that they've done. But, there's still room for these classic Dreamworks characters in movies growing up. And in Shark Tale, I told a ripoff of Finding Nemo. I don't know what I was thinking watching that growing up. I prefer Nemo more. Sorry, Oscar. I despise Oscar. And that's why I had Patrick Star from SpongeBob just threw Oscar the Shark Slayer out of the Universal Studios park. Yeah, I think that would... I think that cracked me up the most. But out of all the scenes I've done in Beware of the Dreamworks Land is one scene where if you see the movie, you'll see the one scene where Buzz Lightyear and Sheriff Woody, playing baseball with the trolls as baseballs, and Buzz throws each troll, and Woody is holding like a baseball bat. Which I don't have any baseball bat, but I use this my usual blue Sharpie. This is the exact Sharpie I used for the movie, and Woody was holding the bat like this just to swing it, and Pingu is vanishing the troll one by one. It was pretty hard to film, but I might say that's definitely one of my favorite scenes that I've ever made and ever thought of. It was really, really funny. But anyway, I'm very happy to say that I got to love Shrek more. Not because of the memes that these teenagers are making, like Shrek is love, Shrek is life. It's like 10 years ago. I don't know what they were thinking. I still despise all that and all the memes they were making. The reason why I stepped back from Shrek about 2 years ago, they're just trying to make Shrek look bad. The Shrek fanboys and fangirls, and you know how some of them are. They're just berserk and just way out of control sometimes. And same with well, that's probably why I rather stick with the old Shrek. Watching a lot of old references and Shrek movies and catchphrases that everybody knows and love, which that's fine. I've seen people in bars referencing the gingerbread. But do you know the Muffin Man scene? that was pretty funny. I think that's definitely one of my scenes from the first Shrek movie. And I just watched the Madagascar movie. I just recently just rewatched the Christmas special, where the penguins try to save a private from that evil dog, Mr. Chu, I think, and from the cranky old lady. Yeah, I rewatched that an hour ago, and it's just like what I remembered back in my childhood. So I do like Madagascar again. And the plushies that you saw in my Nostalgic Pals movie, like Shrek and Donkey and Gloria and Melman and Puss in Boots, of course. I brought those back. I gave them another chance, and I forgave them. I wasn't gonna throw them away. I wasn't really gonna donate them. I just thought, I started to feel bad about these classic characters which everybody loves. I'm still a Pixar guy. I'm still a Hit Entertainment guy and Nickelodeon. But I know God knows I forgive others. I know these characters aren't real. They're just from movies. So I decided, you know what? I'll just bring them back to my room. And right now they're in my storage. They're in my storage right now. They're safe in relief, and very thankful that I forgive them. So that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna try to make videos more like this, because all I've been doing is just posting a lot of re-uploads, and yeah, because I've been really busy with my daytime program. Just doing things outside of YouTube. So I don't want people to think that I always stay in my room. I go out. Not only I go to Disneyland, I go to everywhere. So yeah, that's about it for this little video. It's most likely an update video of why I hate Dreamworks. But now this title is why I love Dreamworks again. So there is a happy ending. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys.